Hi lovelies, this is just a quick video of some of my Halloween spreads that I'm going to be having for the month of October. As we all know, a lot of people do Halloween themed spreads, Halloween themed readings. It's the time of ghosts and ghouls and all kinds of spooky things. So this is a little video just to show you what kind of decks I'll be doing and giving you some idea of the certain spreads I'll be using and the readings I'll be doing throughout the month of October. Some of them, well, most of the ones, or at least the ones that I'm showing you here, are only really available around the month of October. For instance, my spiritual messages, visiting spirit messages and so on, just because it takes a lot of energy to kind of do those readings for me, and I think it's a nice appropriate time to kind of communicate with past loved ones, communicate with the dead, and kind of get messages back from them. So the four main decks that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the Halloween Oracle deck. I like this deck, it's very cheeky, it's very cheerful, it gives good general guidance, and this is one of the Oracle decks that I will be using. I'll also be using my Ghosts and Spirits Tarot. This one gives a bit more depth. I mean, tarot tends to give, I personally think, a bit more depth than Oracle readings, but I'll be using my Ghosts and Spirit Tarot. And one of my favourite tarot decks of all times, I'm going to be using my Zombie Tarot. If you do have Halloween reading, this will probably be one of the main ones that you'll see quite a lot of. It's one that I'm really connected to. I find it really cheeky, but I think that throughout the year, October is really the month that I can use it a lot, as some people don't find zombie readings appropriate in June or July. And then the last deck that I will be using is my Oracle of Reflection. Now, it's in French and I've probably not pronounced that properly at all, but this is something that I dedicate to my spiritual work. It's only used to give spiritual guidance with my candle wax divination. I combine the two, so you get candle messages and you get oracle messages from past loved ones. So that's kind of one of the readings I do, where I ask you a question, use the oracle to give you answers, and then use candle and water divination to kind of give you answers as well. This is a lovely deck. I've had many spiritual messages and from loved ones for people as well. This deck, it's very kind of works on your subconscious. It's a really nice relaxing deck to use. Now quickly I'll just tell you a couple of the decks, a couple of the spreads I'll be doing. I'll be doing a Have I Been Cursed reading throughout the month of October, which isn't something that really a lot of people will probably choose, but it's just something for you to be aware of. It's a 6 cards reading, and it just gives you hopefully a bit more guidance if you feel like there's a lot of negative energy around you. The majority of the time you haven't, and it's something that I felt the need to offer because I do get a lot of questions and a lot of people telling me that they're feeling like they can feel something around them. Then I've got messages from the ancestors reading. Now this is a 9 card reading, and it just gives you kind of messages and guidances, not from kind of present loved ones but ancestral loved ones, so that goes really quite far back in your family line. That one is an interesting one to do, and that's one that will only be available throughout the month of October. I've got the Visiting Spirit Messages, which is 7 cards, and this is kind of more people in spirit that have passed quite recently, or at least within the last 20 or 30 years. And that's a 7 card reading, and it just has, it's just using tarot just to see what messages they have to give you and what they have to say. Then I've kind of got the Hecate spread, which is a several card reading. Again, this one's only available throughout the month of October, and this just gives you kind of a self-heal and illumination spread and kind of works for yourself. Some people tend to find that they like to kind of do some self-work, find out what's holding them back and so on. And as well as that, I've got the Black Bath spread, which again, it's all about kind of what obstacles are stopping you, what's getting in your way, and that's a 7-card spread. And again, that one's only available throughout October. Now my very last spread is kind of a special spread that I think would be very interesting to a few people, and it's kind of one that I thought I would just tell you about, and it's called the You and Your Partner Past Life spread. Now this is a 32 card spread. It uses tarot and oracle, and then it looks at you and your partner and a past life you may or may not have had together, so it could be really insightful and really interesting to see what past life you had, how you lived, if you were in a relationship or if you were partner, brother, sister, servant and master kind of thing. And I thought around October time I'll just kind of tell you that I offer that past life reading as well. So some of them I do offer throughout the year, the curse reading and the past life. But the others kind of I only do around Halloween, and I tend to have, my Halloween theme, my blankets, my candles are going, and I only use certain decks around this time. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions in regards to these readings, message me and I'll get back to you. I'll put kind of an idea of the price, well, I'll put the price as well in the information below, just so that you can see it yourself and if you're interested. I always record and send my readings as a video, kind of like this setup, and you normally get them within a few hours, and I use PayPal as well. So many blessings, and if you're watching this in the month of October, have a happy, happy, happy Halloween. Bye, lovelies.